little bit late, but I don't know what. Oh.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Good morning and welcome to the
Sorry, is it back on now?
Fellowship of Northern Nevada.
Well, it's coming through my phone. Is that,
Our mission to grow in love, faith, justice, and joy. I'm Gaia Brown. I'm your worship associate. I'm Boony's worship associate. I'm riding side saddle, I guess, or in the sidecar with him this service. And my pronouns are she, her. And a special welcome to any newcomers who might be here with us. We're glad you decided to join us on this beautiful morning, and we will do our best to greet you in the next few minutes. Whomever you love, whatever your circumstances or beliefs, you are welcome here in this community. If you did not have the opportunity to give us your contact information at the welcome table, newcomers, please fill out the form that is in the seat pocket in front of you. It should look like this. Fill it out because that's how we can be sure that we can get information to you. Also, the other thing to keep in mind is if you have a joy or concern you would like to be shared this morning, please fill out this form, which is also in the seat pocket in front of you, and give it to Boony or myself when we are greeting each other in a few minutes. Folks on Zoom, many of whom we know have been members for years and years, we're so happy to have you virtually in our presence. We acknowledge we are the uninvited guests meeting on the traditional homelands of the Washoe, Northern Paiute, Western Shoshone, and Southern Paiute people of the Great Basin. This includes 28 tribal nations that exist as sovereign nations, and they continue as stewards of this land. We appreciate the opportunity to live and worship on these indigenous homelands. And now it's time to greet each other in whatever way is most comfortable for you, and I'll call you back in a bit with a singing bowl. Now that you're seated, would you please stand as you are willing or able and sing our opening song, Come Sing a Song with Me. There are many, many stories about Siddhartha Gautama, who was born in India about 2,500 years ago and became the Buddha. Here is one of them. 5 days after the queen had given birth to a little prince, the king assembled his wise men and asked them to predict the future for his son. The wise men told the king that he should give his son the name Siddhartha, meaning one whose wishes will be fulfilled, and that the prince was destined to become a great king or a great holy man. Well, the king was perturbed that his son might choose to not follow his father as king, but would choose to live a life among common people who certainly, instead of ruling a kingdom, this was not the king's plan for his son. So, the king had great walls built all around the palace grounds, sealing it off from beyond the world. And inside, he made sure that little Siddhartha had everything he could possibly want. All his wishes would be fulfilled. He had the tastiest food, the most splendid gardens, a menagerie of exotic animals, servants who were instantly at his call, and Siddhartha was allowed to talk with the merchants who brought splendid goods to the court from China and the Silk Road. These stories of their travels made Siddhartha realize there was much more going on outside the walls of the palace. And he was curious to see these things for himself. Now Siddhartha came of age, and his father found for him the most beautiful, accomplished young woman in the entire kingdom to be his bride. Siddhartha loved her dearly, and soon he had a son of his own to love. Life was good, but still, Siddhartha was curious about what life was like on the other side of those tall palace walls. So Siddhartha made a plan. He told his father he wanted to learn to hunt, and this was something that he could not do within the walls of the palace. So the king arranged for his faithful servant Channa to saddle up some horses and teach Siddhartha how to hunt deer with bow and arrow. And the king told Channa to keep the hunting deep within the woods so that they would not encounter any people. Well, wouldn't you know, the first arrow that Siddhartha shot merely grazed a deer who bounded through the thick woods with the horses following into a lightly wooded area where a man lay moaning between the roots of a large tree. Siddhartha looked at the man and said to Channa, "What's wrong with that man?" "Oh, pay no attention," replied Channa. "The man is sick. People get sick. It's just the way of the world." You may remember how this story goes on. On successive hunting trips, Siddhartha learns about poverty and aging and death, and the tall walls of the palace grounds can no longer contain his curiosity. He tearfully leaves his beloved wife and son and slips out into the night to learn about poverty and illness and aging and death by living among people who deal with these issues and infirmities every day. He lives as a monk with a begging bowl, each day getting just enough food to sustain himself. He seeks wise teachers. Years pass. Eventually, Siddhartha feels he has learned enough, and he sits down below a large Bodhi tree, facing to the east. And he sits there for days. How many days? It depends upon which version of the story you hear. This version doesn't care. The important thing is that when Siddhartha rises up under the tree, he has become the Buddha, the enlightened one. And it all began with his curiosity.
Let us take a moment to recenter ourselves, taking a moment to be here in the now. I'll invite you all to take a deep breath. As you recenter into your bodies, taking a moment to be here in the chair, checking in with your bodies, your shoulders, your jaws, allowing yourself to settle into this space. I invite us to hold Nancy Cadigan as she shares in a joy, feeling super happy to be moving to a new house into the historic west side of Carson City.
Are they scary things? Do you ever imagine things? Things you'd like to have? Did you ever see a cat's eyes in the dark and wonder what they were? Did you ever pretend about things like that before? Did you ever grow anything in the garden of your mind? In the garden of your mind. You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind. In the garden of your mind. It's good to
that you say love. There are so many ways of expressing love in this world. Imagine every person that you see is somewhat different from every other person in the world. Some can do some things,
Some can do others.
do you ever think about many things you've learned to think about?
Many things you've
Did you ever draw anything in the garden of your mind?
in the garden of your mind.
You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind.
Garden of your mind.
It's good to be curious about many things. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think, and they'll grow.
Did you feel like going like that?
Let's give the fish some food. Mr. McFeely, I didn't order any whistle.
That's what they call a slide whistle. Did you feel like going like that? There are so many things to learn about in this world. So many things. So many people who can help us learn. And so many people who can help us learn.
Did you ever grow anything in the garden of your mind?
In the garden of your mind.
You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind.
Garden of your mind.
It's good to be curious about many things. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think, and they'll grow.
Oh boy. I'd like to thank the choir again because I know they worked really hard on that song. Can we give them all another round of applause? Hello again, everybody. For those who may not know, this is my first time worship leading. And speaking of curiosity, I'm sure you're all curious about what I have to share with you all. I know I'm feeling curious. I feel so much curiosity. I've had so much ideas flow into the garden of my own mind as I've just pondered, wondering what do I have to share? What do I want to share? So many stories came to my mind. And a lot of people know me as somebody who really enjoys and loves allegories. I just love hearing stories and figuring out how all these stories from video games, from plays, from stories, from shows, and how they can all be used as allegories that fit into all of our lives spiritually. And I thought to myself, maybe I can fit a lot of these stories into one sermon, so here I go. The first person I was really curious about that came to my mind was Mr. Rogers. And for those who may not know Mr. Rogers, he is known for his show that began in 1968 titled Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. The show provided a calm, honest, and emotionally caring space for children to learn about gentle life lessons, to teach kindness, empathy, and how to handle big feelings. The messages from the show: I care about you, no matter who you are, no matter what you can, no matter what you cannot do. I care about you. I imagine that sounds familiar, being a UU. Mr. Rogers found a way to reach many audiences, many children across the nation, to build a relationship with everybody through the screen. And he talked about different messages that some of us might find are too mature for children. He talked about themes of racism. He talked about building walls. He talked about assassinations. And somehow he found a way to found a way to share these messages in a way that kids can understand that it's all up to us to protect them, us as adults. And the show also used music to share these lessons. One song that really struck me, that I found really curious, that he wrote, came in the form of a gentle voice that many of us might have grown with. That begins with a quiet truth. The lyrics go, "Sometimes people are good, and they do just what they should. But the very same people who are good sometimes are the very same people who are bad sometimes. It's funny, but it's true. It's the same, isn't it, for me? Isn't it the same for you?" It's such a simple song, almost childlike, and yet it holds something that I believe to be profoundly honest about what it means to be human. It doesn't demand perfection. It doesn't divide the world neatly into saints and villains. It simply names something real, that goodness exists. But so does everything else. If we're honest, we know this not just about others, but about ourselves. Sometimes we are patient, kind, generous. Sometimes we are reactive, we're closed off, even hurtful. Sometimes we are brave, sometimes we are afraid. And the same person holds all of that. So what do we do with that? This month, we're exploring the theme of awakening curiosity. And I want to suggest that curiosity might be one of the most sacred tools we have, not because it gives us easy answers, but because it helps us stay present with complexity. There's a powerful example of this in the stage performance In and of Itself by Derek Delgadio. If you're not familiar with it, it's a theatrical experience that blends storytelling, illusion, and philosophy. At its heart, it's about identity, who we believe we are, and who we allow others to see. At the beginning of the show, each audience member chooses a card that says, "I am," insert label. A teacher, a mother, a failure, a survivor, a success, a pain in the rear. Just kidding. And over the course of the performance, something subtle and deep unfolds. We begin to see how those labels are both true and incomplete. They illuminate something real about us, but they also hide everything they leave out. And I think that's the gray area that a lot of us find ourselves in when we think about the roles that we have, the hats that we wear. For example, I'm a mental health therapist. Today, I'm also a worship leader. I'm a son, a grandson, a partner, a friend. Each of these identities holds meaning. Each has shaped me. Each carries expectations from the outside world and from within. And none of them fully define me. And I think the same is true for all of you. In my work as a mental health therapist, I get to sit with people every day who are trying to make sense of themselves. People who wonder, why do I feel this way? Why do I react like this? What is wrong with me? And I gently offer a reframe. What if nothing's wrong with you? What if there's something to be understood? curiosity shifts the question from judgment to exploration. Instead of, why am I like this? We ask, what is happening to me in this moment? Instead of, I shouldn't feel this way, we ask, what is this feeling trying to tell me? Because every emotion, fear, anger, sadness, joy, has a story, a purpose, a place in our humanity, even the ones we'd rather avoid. I think there's a powerful parallel to this idea in an unexpected place, a video game I played called God of War. Now, if you're not familiar with this game, God of War is a story-driven video game franchise that began as a reimagining of Greek mythology. It follows a character named Kratos, a Spartan shaped by loss, grief, and rage. And while it may sound like a simple action or combat on the surface, the series, especially in later chapters, has evolved into something much deeper. It's a powerful example of how art can be expressed through video games, using story, music, and character to explore what it means to be human. Throughout Kratos' story, he is often seen as a warrior, a monster, and later a father. In God of War, he visits Valhalla. Kratos is no longer just fighting external enemies. He's asked to face himself. Again and again, he walks into trials not to defeat others, but to confront the parts of his past that he has buried, denied, and despised. He meets his anger. He meets his guilt. He meets the version of himself he wishes he could forget. And slowly, something changes. Not because those parts are disappearing, but because he begins to understand them, to accept that they are part of his story without letting them define his future. That is curiosity in action. I find myself wondering, what would it mean for us to do the same, to approach our inner world, not as a battlefield to conquer, but as a landscape to explore, to meet our anger not with shame, but with an open question, to meet our fear not with avoidance, but with compassion, to meet our sadness not as a weakness, but as a signal of something that matters deeply to us. Curiosity doesn't excuse harm, but it creates the possibility for transformation. Because when we understand ourselves, we gain the power to choose differently. And this doesn't stop with us. If sometimes people are good, then sometimes people are also struggling. Sometimes people are reactive. Sometimes people are carrying pain we cannot see. Curiosity invites us to wonder, what might be happening beneath the surface? What identities is this person carrying? What stories have shaped them? This doesn't mean we abandon boundaries. It does mean we can resist the urge to reduce people to a single moment or a single trait. Just as we are more than our worst day, so are they. In my own life, I've learned to become curious about the identities I carry. What does it mean to be a therapist and also a human who struggles? What does it mean to lead worship and still wrestle with doubts and fears? What does it mean to be a partner, a friend, a son, and not always get it right? There have been moments when I've looked back at who I was with judgment, feelings of embarrassment and shame. But I think curiosity offers another path. Instead of asking, why was I like that? I can ask, what did that version of me need? And instead of wishing I were already the person I hope to become, I can begin to accept the person I am right now, not as finished, but as someone who is becoming. The path of becoming is not linear, like Kratos in Valhalla. We face trials again and again. Every day we wake up with new things to face. Old patterns resurface, old wounds reopen. Growth doesn't erase the past. It invites us to relate to it differently. And that can be exhausting, especially in a world that often seems so heavy with despair. So where does hope come in? Quoting Mr. Rogers, he says that what is essential is invisible to the eye. He's often wondered, how is it that some of our choices have led us to hard questions like ethnic cleansing, or how have our choices led us to healing? How have our choices led us to destruction of the environment? How have our choices led teens to shooting each other? How have our choices led us to heroism in the midst of chaos? What is essential about hope? Hope is not the denial of darkness. Hope is the decision to keep showing up anyway. Hope is choosing curiosity when judgment would be easier. Hope is choosing compassion when cynicism seems justified. Hope is choosing to believe that change is possible, even when it is slow, imperfect, and hard-won. Hope is not something we find once and keep forever. It is something we choose again and again. When Fred Rogers sang those words, he wasn't offering certainty. He was offering possibility. Sometimes people are good, not always, but sometimes. And maybe that's enough. Maybe awakening curiosity is not about finding all the answers, but about staying open to the possibility that there is more to understand, more to discover, more to heal in ourselves, in each other, in the world. So I'll leave you with this invitation. The next time you notice something in yourself that you don't like, pause. Before judgment rushes in, ask, what is this experience or feeling trying to show me? The next time you feel anger or are confused with someone else, pause. Before assumptions take over, ask, what might I not be seeing? And when the world is heavy, when hope is distant, pause and ask, what would it look like in this moment to choose hope anyway? Because sometimes people are good, sometimes we are good. And with curiosity, compassion, and courage, maybe we can become a little more so. Thank you for your time. Go forward. Namaste. Amen. Blessed be.
Please rise, embody your spirit, and join us in singing hymn number 21, For the Beauty of the Earth.
For
Our congregation is sustained by our own efforts and offerings. We rejoice together in the bounty of time and talent and treasure that we share here. And each month, we also share half of our plate collection with a local nonprofit. The May nonprofit is Habitat for Humanity. Their mission is to ensure that everyone in the Truckee Meadows has a safe, secure, affordable place to live. With a stable home and fixed address, residents have access to better health care, education, employment opportunities, community services. When people thrive, so does our economy. Decent homes mean people can stay safe and healthy, participate in the workforce, and gain independence, reducing long-term reliance on public and community services. So, let the offering begin. Would you join Tori and me in the blessings of our offerings to the work of this fellowship, which is helping more people grow in love, faith, justice, and joy? We dedicate ourselves, and these are offerings. And now it's time for the invitations. If you've been trained by the Carter Center to observe at the primary, please see Rosalind Bedell. Rosalind's right there. She's going to be in the gathering room. She'll be in the gathering room after the service for you to pick up your vest. She'll be here, she says, till 12:15, or when the last person's left, right? There will be an environmental campout in honor of the late Norman Harry, former chairman of the Pyramid Lake Paiute tribe and champion of water rights. This will be June 4th through 7th at Pyramid Lake. It's talked about in your order of service, so I suggest you look there, because if you want to find out more, you don't want me to try to read to you this gathering of uppercase, lowercase, and numbers. So it's printed in your order of service if you need to know more. And Emma's Revolution is coming to UUFNN. If you are new to us, you maybe don't know how much joy they can bring. They're going to be here Saturday, June 6th at 8 p.m. They're wonderful. You want to come and hear them. We sing their songs here quite often. Hearing them do it is even better. So tickets are $25 if you buy now, or $30 at the door. Here's the flyers. It's easiest to buy online at emmasrevolution.com/concerts, and click on the June 6th concert date for the link to buy tickets. questions, you can contact our events coordinator, Katie, who's there in the corner there. Talk to Katie if you have any questions about this. This is something you don't want to just come and bring all your friends too. It's a great time. And our closing hymn will be We Laugh, We Cry, We Live, We Die. It's number 354, and the actual title of the hymn is Credo. So when we say we believe in love, this is our belief, our credo. So, hymn number 354, please, as you are able or willing.
Just to grasp
As I bring this service to a close, before I extinguish the chalice, I would like to bring us back to the words of Mr. Rogers' words. What is essential is invisible to the eye. Well, what is essential about you? Who are those who have helped you become the person you are today? I believe many of us have felt pain, experienced hopelessness, felt anguish, and yet somehow we are still here. I'd like to think that many of us who have experienced these moments have and have had people in our lives who have shaped us into becoming who we are, people who have loved us into loving, cared for us into caring, laughed us into laughing. And in this moment, I'll invite you all to connect, if you haven't already, in whatever way is most comfortable for you. And if you are no longer comfortable, you can put your hand over your heart. And taking this moment to think of those who have laughed you into laughing, loved you into loving, cared you into caring. And we can take a moment to just be as we think about these people who have shaped us. Some of these people may be here now. Some may be far away. Some may have passed on. But the true connection is that they're all in our hearts, and they continue to stay with us even after they've gone. And with these words, I'll invite you back as our worship ends, our service continues. Thank you, namaste, and blessed be.